talked about indicators. I talked about sustainability. Let's talk first things first. When we talk about sustainability, what are we talking about? Sustainability of what?
A lot of our communities, as Sustainable San Mateo County likes to define it, we talk of the 3 E's: the economy, the environment, and social equity. So sustainability is often framed narrowly as only an environmental issue, but we really like to consider, as you said in the introduction, a vibrant economy and a socially just society as crucial for true sustainability.
Anything you would like to add?
I could say that sustainability also extends to the global context. You might recall that there was once a commission called the Brundtland Commission, named after Gro Harlem Brundtland, a Norwegian former prime minister, who was commissioned by the UN to look into the issue of how we can make a growing world population live at a high standard of living in a world that has limited ecological carrying capacity. And so what came out of the Brundtland Commission was the first report that used the word sustainability, namely as the ability of current generations to meet their needs while allowing future generations to meet their own needs.
That's very practical, I think very understandable. You're going to say something, Josh.
Yeah, I was just to take what Adrian and Tanya said and to put it into the San Mateo County context in particular, is that oftentimes when you look at a sustainable system like a terrarium, for instance, and there's a certain balance that's achieved. San Mateo County has a very limited geography. We have San Francisco to the north, the Bay and the ocean, and Santa Clara County in the south. But then we have this international pool of workers that come in from across the globe, from India, from China, from the East Coast. Everybody's converging on Silicon Valley. So we haven't just from the start, we have a difficulty establishing a sustainable system because we have these outside influences that need to be accommodated that don't necessarily play on the same playing field as the people, let's say, who are living here already.
Well, you know, that's interesting. I would think, well, when you talk about having people from different countries and different backgrounds coming into one area and finding how do they make the sustainability harder? Before I have you answer that, would you agree with that, Adrian?
I would say in some contexts, yes. I mean, certainly in any area, you're going to have an influx and an outflux of population. But as Josh said, in San Mateo County, we're kind of in a unique position where we're pulling from a global workforce, and we're situated between 2 high employment centers of San Francisco and Santa Clara County, Silicon Valley. So I do think that poses some unique challenges for this area that maybe other areas don't have to contend with.
Tanya?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd like to try to see every challenge through a positive lens. And so population growth, be it through immigration or naturally higher birth rate in a given area, I think offers opportunities as well as challenges. So immigration for job reasons usually means that the people who are coming are highly qualified, especially for the technology sector jobs that Silicon Valley is so famous for. So I think they're adding a lot to the peninsula and Silicon Valley to the south. When immigrants are coming from a poorer context or are even asylum seekers, I think the potential pressures on social service systems might be higher. But nonetheless, I think their culture, their backgrounds, their stories, and their willingness also to assimilate to a new place that they want to call home is tremendous. So I think, for us, the challenge is to be an open society that offers a warm welcome and opportunities for everybody to make their mark.
Now, Josh, when you mentioned that, I was thinking of the first category of people whom Tanya just referred to, those who are highly educated.
Absolutely,
and I was thinking they would be adding to the economy. There wouldn't be a problem of sustainability unless because they were here, the price of housing would go up.
Well, I think this is part of the issue is that, and I totally embrace the enhancement, the talent enhancement, the diversity. That I believe that is almost universally appreciated where we live here. Really, the problem then becomes when you have that limited amount of area, and we've grown over the decades as in a suburban context. You know, the single family home with the white picket fence, it really doesn't leave much room for growth. So whatever growth does occur has to occur on top of what's already here, and that transformation process is often very difficult and very painful because you're really changing the fabric. You know, you're to use that analogy, you're weaving in extra threads that are more vibrant, but you have to make room for them and push aside other threads.
Yes, I guess it's like blending the new with the old.
Yeah.